Alright, guys, we're looking at Madden 2005. This is the last time Madden had any competition, really, whatsoever. So, we'll see how this goes. That was weird.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Aloha, I'm Janine with the Washington Redskins. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Madden NFL 2005.
Alright, I guess I really just stopped caring about the intros. The hit stick was kind of invented right about now. Alright, that was about the time. By the way, I don't know how much of this music you guys are going to be able to hear, if any of it, but it is awesome. You can create a fan, create a player, create a team, or create a playbook. Alright, we're just going to look at the QBs in this. We know who the rookie QBs are, or at least I hope we do, if we've been around me long enough. It's Phillip freaking Rivers. Alright, so Rex Grossman is the starter for the Bears. John Kitna and Carson Palmer. Drew Bledsoe. J.P. Losman was the rookie quarterback drafted in the first round. Alright, then you got Jake Plummer. Jake the Snake. Jeff Garcia. Kelly Holcomb as the backup. Brad Johnson, Brian Greasy, and Chris Sims. I think Chris Sims actually ended up starting that year. John Navarre was a rookie that year. Josh McCown, Sean King, Phillip, the franchise, Rivers, Drew Brees, Trent Green, Peyton Manning, Quincy Carter, Vinny Testaverde. Vinny Testaverde ended up playing a lot that year, I think, if I am remembering correctly. A.J. Feely, Jay Fiedler, and Sage Rosenfels. Alright, then you got Donovan McNabb, Jeff Blake as the backup. I did not know Jeff Blake ended up backing up Donovan McNabb at all. Mike Vick, of course. Matt Schaub as a rookie. I think he actually got time that year, and that's kind of what sent him off to being the Texans quarterback. Tim Rattay, Ken Dorsey, and then Cody Pickett was a rookie. Kurt Warner, Eli Manning's rookie year. There's Jesse Palmer. Byron Leftwich, David Garrard, and Doug Johnson. David Garrard and Byron Leftwich would have a good kind of QB controversy that went on for a little while. All right, Chad Pennington, Joey Harrington, Mike McMahon, and Rick Meyer. Brett Favre, Tim Couch, Jake Delhomme, Rodney Peete, Chris Wanky. And then Tom Brady, Cliff Kingsbury is down there. Noise. Rich Gannon, Kerry Collins, Marcus Tuliasa, Popo. Mark Bolger, Chris Chandler, Jeff Smoker. Kyle Bowler was the starter. It was not great. Josh Harris was a rookie, if you guys remember him. He was fun to watch in college. Mark Brunell, Patrick Ramsey, and Tim Hasselback. Aaron Brooks. Matt Hasselback on the Seahawks with Trent Dilfer as the backup. Let's see how they made Sean Alexander a 92. Nice. Tommy Maddox, Ben Roethlisberger as a rookie. And you had Deuce Staley and Jerome Bettis on the same team. Then you had David Carr. Let's see what they said Andre Johnson was. 85 overall now. Alright, then you got Aaron McNair and Dante Culpepper with Randy Moss. Alright, here we go. I am going to play with the Ravens, if I remember correctly. And I'm going to go against the Redskins. Alright, I'm going to play with Kyle Bowler. You know, he's the beast who played for like a season and a half. Drew Bledsoe, great player. Definitely fun to watch.
We're live and getting ready for what should be another great NFL
NFL matchup. Glad you could be with us. Tonight's game promises to be a good one. Both teams extremely well prepared as the Redskins get set to take on the Ravens. We're here for another great game. Welcome to the action. I'm Al Michaels, my partner, John Madden.
This is a steady offense who will try and wear you down every time they have the ball. Got a solid offensive line. They can control the clock. They love to use a running back and tight ends in the passing game. Given 5 to 10 yard gains to keep the ball moving methodically down the field. The field puts men in motion a lot too.
John, this defensive unit plays every game at top intensity. They have a strong front seven and are extremely tough up the middle. That being said, they know their pass defense has to get better, so they've taken steps to improve in that department and have used a more frequent rotation of defensive backs.
And you can tell that defense is fired up and ready to go. I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer.
All right, here we go.
Ready for the coin toss.
That's not a bad intro, man. They're doing good. All right, they finally started kicking the ball off to give their defense the start. Now it's me trying to remember buttons. Each year was a little different. All right, so we still got that. We don't have. I don't think we have the stick yet. I don't think we have the truck stick yet. All right. 2005 still had the problem with the run game.
Lewis lines up behind his
but
fullback.
you could finally
Looks like he's calling an audible.
change
Lewis. Smooth stops him.
your run from one side to the other with the playmaker button.
Bowler with a man in motion.
All right, here we go. Boom.
Crosses it out to the right.
No, break the tackle. Nope.
They'll lose yardage on
Flag.
the tackle.
Nice. Holding. Dang it. That went the wrong way.
This one is going to be on the offense.
I don't know what the heck that was all
I was
about.
expecting to help me out, and it did not. Oh, darn it.
Most talented defenses in the league featured in this game.
Yeah,
All right, we know we got heat.
bring a lot of talent to the table. Neither has any glaring holes in their front seven or in
Woo!
their secondary. Dangerous on the defensive
There we go.
side of the ball.
He's very dangerous when he runs out of the pocket.
He's a good athlete. He can hurt you when he drops back.
I mean,
to throw.
he's like Michael
He's a
Vick
big
2.0.
threat to run whenever a play
I
breaks
can't
down.
even finish that sentence.
The quarterback gets set with only one back.
Got dot heap.
Gets rid of it. With the adjustment, he has it. The Ravens get the first down again after being
Waiting
faced with
for-
third and a mile for the second.
They're not letting any of this music through. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. They're not letting the word of it through, and that sucks.
Out of the gun. Dropping back to pass on first
Got him.
down.
Good job, Heap. Go, Heap.
Taylor with the stop at the 40.
I actually really did like playing with the Ravens in this defense. I mainly started with it in 2004 because once Phillip Rivers got drafted, I used Phillip Rivers all day, every day, all the time, and I never really used anybody else
Lewis slips the tackle.
until Mike Glennon got drafted. Then I started using Phillip Rivers and Mike Glennon.
Sometimes you can be a little over-aggressive on defense like you see here. You had him lined up, you over-pursued, and he got caught out of position, and the ball carrier was able to cut back.
All right, they had like kind of started to fix the run game, but not quite yet. I think 06 or 07 was really when the run game got fixed. And like you could see the holes, and when you saw the holes, you could hit the holes instead of seeing the holes and not being able to hit the holes at all. Ooh, that almost got picked off.
Harrington was working in the middle and almost had the interception.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen.
No, I saw him. I just still throw it anyway.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
All right, I got
Stepping
Johnson
up, gets the
easily.
pass
Good
off.
job.
He hits his receiver. Spring stops him at the 21-yard line. That guy did a great job bringing the ball in.
That receiver has it all. He can run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have him.
Now, if I remember correctly, that Johnson is Kevin Johnson from the Browns, right?
He just gets this one past the
Now,
center.
the good thing about this game was
Hey, this time they went to the
the power backs
what they're calling out there when it gets to third
almost
down,
always
it's
fell
about to be
forward.
First down.
Nickelback in this
Now, it gets annoying when you're playing the power backs.
big hit.
As I say that, he immediately falls
Talk about
backward.
Getting unloaded on, that's what happened here. He just got unloaded
Yeah, Madden, you don't want to get unloaded on.
And they find themselves in scoring. Dropping back. Gets rid of it.
Oh, no!
Incomplete pass. Trying to get it in for 6, but couldn't. Third down. 12th play of the
They're not going to let any of this music through. It's going to take me like 5 hours to get rid of this.
Lewis,
Ah!
back. Looking for an option. Fires.
Oh, that was a touchdown. That was an absolute dot by Kyle Bowler. All right, let's check out the field goal.
Hit his receiver in the hands, then he just dropped it. That's one of those plays that you can look back on later in the game as a play that either won it for you or lost it for you.
And it's up.
That was close to not being good.
Whatever the situation, he'll approach it the same way. Cool and smooth.
But like when you're playing in franchise mode and you're playing on, you know, all Madden, the run game is tough. Is like
the blocking broke down on that.
2, 3, 4 yards a carry, and even if you've got the right matchups, you almost always have to go to the outside, which is very frustrating because that's not how real football is. You can run it up the middle and get 20 yards off of carry. Now, they'll run it up the middle and get 20 yards off carry. Not necessarily on this defense. Oh, you can now ask Madden on defense instead of just on offense, which is pretty cool. I do like that happened. I think it might have happened in last year's game, but I do not remember. It might have been 2004, but I know it's happened now because I just did it. But I can't remember exactly when it started, but I know it was 2004 or, oh my gosh, I just let him get to the outside. Ed Reed with the hit. We're good. Now, the hit stick's there. I'm just not good at using the PS2 hit stick. I got very good at using the PS5 hit stick, but not the PS2 hit stick. Now, if I get a lick on the quarterback, I'm gonna go after him real hard. Like right now.
Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver.
Watch this hit. He gets his helmet right under his chin, and wham! He takes him straight to the turf.
All right, here we go.
Here's the kick.
Got a block, got the catch, and we're off.
It's 1st and 10. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. And he's tackled behind the line. Tackled deep in the backfield.
Dang.
He did what linebackers are supposed to do. He flew to the ball. And when he got there, he made the sure tackle and brought him down.
I just wanted to try a...
The Skins come out in a nickel package.
Run! Run, Bowler!
Dives forward. Harrington makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. Pretty good coverage downfield, so he decided to pack it in. Pick the
creating opportunities with his leg.
Got him.
With the throw.
Oh, 4th down.
Makes the tackle at the 42-yard line. 2 yards to go.
All right, I should have this.
Special teams group.
Got him.
Offense stay out of the field and take number 30 with the stop at the 33.
This is just a great play to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. I mean, it's 4th down.
5 of 8, 53 yards, no touchdown.
And they do it perfectly.
Again, we only play for a half, but I'm having fun playing this half.
Pulls him down at the 30-yard line. Gain of 4.
This is actually a pretty good matchup. Neither offense is all that great. Both defenses are really good. Pretty great start. All right, let's see if I flip it to the other side. All right. Nothing.
At the 26-yard line. Pulled down after a minimal gain.
They just manhandled him at the line of scrimmage.
All right, we've got an option route with Todd Heap.
The battle in the trenches, it's going to go a long way towards you winning the game.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and the score is teams as switch sides, and we'll start.
I say you don't know.
To get to the 23.
You say.
For the first.
All right.
Only one man back.
And blitzing? Nope.
Scrambling.
We've got it. We got it. We got it. Look at this speed.
He's at the 20. Washington makes the stop at the 14.
Right here is how he can hurt you. They get him in a third down situation.
All right, play action with Bowler. I'm going to throw this thing to Heat. Maybe throw it in the end zone with Johnson. It really depends on what this thing looks like.
Again with the carry. Great fake with the pass.
I'm just going to get laid out. That's what I'm going to do.
Was under intense pressure.
Yeah,
He looked dead. His arm looked like it was on the wrong way.
Throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
But he's back in. Bowler ain't no bitch. Got him. Great job. Touchdown. Kyle Bowler.
He's in there for the score. He threw a great pass, and they get into the end zone.
Yeah, that guy created some room and showed good body control to maintain control of that one.
Stover comes in for the extra point. The kick is
Boom.
up. The point after is good.
Now, the thing I love about the franchise mode in 2005 was they had ESPN radio. So you could, like, listen to updates, listen to things that were going on in your franchise. It was really, really cool. And I absolutely loved it. And they just got rid of it. They just got rid of it. It's kind of like 2K's.
Needs 2 scores to get back into this one.
It's kind of like 2K's, you know, ESPN update with the with Chris Berman, except this was a radio show, and it was good. It was fun.
First down.
I enjoyed it at least. I know some people hated it, but it was fun. It was fun to listen to. You just let it go in behind you while you were making regular season adjustments. Like you have to switch a starter out. You know, you have to make a trade. You're taking your time. It just.
To the halfback.
There we go.
Ooh, that one will leave.
It was fun to listen to.
It's so hard he darn near had to take a taxi back to the stadium.
Short gain and then burst through the middle, maybe half a yard.
I don't think I'd call that.
I don't know. It was definitely a giant step up from 2004, especially gameplay-wise, because it really let defense reign supreme.
And the cornerback is able to tip it away from the.
I mean, it's not one of those things where you're going to get 900 to 800. Wasn't going to be that type of game. The playlist was amazing.
Bowler out of the gun. Pumps. Slings it out.
Got him.
Left. He finds his man.
The anticipatory throws, as you just saw, were much better than they were in any of the previous Madden iterations.
Perfect play that gets it a first and keeps the drive going.
So it got a lot better.
Hand it off. Big hit there. He was run over by a truck.
2-ton truck pulling a trailer.
The defensive line is wearing down a bit here in the first half.
These defensive linemen have a tough job. And you'll see.
All right, I would like to find Todd Heap open. It looks like he should be.
Then have to face a running back.
That sucks.
Coming at him full speed.
Johnson didn't have much room to do anything with that ball.
Yeah, they had the coverage and they made the sure play instead of trying something.
Your guys increase at a decent pace. You're not gonna see. Well, you are if you actually do. If you do really good, they will jump you up like 50 points. If you have the ability to, you can go from a 69 to a 90 pretty quickly in this game.
Those types of yards will drive you absolutely nuts.
But again, I don't remember what rating this is playing on right now because it's just whatever setting is already there. But when you go to all Madden and even all Pro and somewhat Pro, it gets tough to run the ball. I mean, you can run with your quarterback, but this is the QB spy, the start of the QB spy. And this was also, I think, one of the starts to your quarterback's going to fumble every time he runs it.
I'll tell you, they always say it. You have to come away with something when you get down inside the 20.
Which was very frustrating. I never liked the quarterback's going to fumble every time you ran it.
They move down here. Maybe they only kick a field goal, but they usually get something. That's a heck of a lot better than coming away with no points at all.
There we go.
Batted down.
But no.
Picking up the rush that time. He gets off a bad throw.
This defensive coordinator understands that pressure is the key to forcing the offense into making.
Oh, the music was fantastic back then. Now Madden music, I have to turn it off almost immediately because it sucks so bad.
The Ravens come out in a nickel package.
All right, I got to stop Portis.
Under pressure, throws it, and he makes
There we go, got him.
Baxter stops him at the 21-yard line. So they have 1st and 10 here. Gordon is the deep back. Setting up play action, interception. At the 30.
If instead of Brunell they had Patrick Ramsey starting, this would probably be, the Redskins would probably be one of my favorite rosters this exact year.
Sometimes you think you can sneak one by. But then the defense
Because they had Clinton Portis, they had Rod Gardner.
Surveying the field. Swings it
There we
out to
go.
his running back. Jamal Lewis is
The thing that that Madden did better than 2K, which is something I don't ever hear anybody talk about, is passing to the running backs. Madden made passing to the running backs a whole lot
the extra point.
more realistic. All right, your running back's not going to fall to the ground like LT does almost every time I throw it to him in 2K.
And with that they've now scored 17.
Screenplays kind of don't work in either of the games, if we're being honest. They occasionally do, but I mean, it's not because the offensive line sets it up correctly.
Booming kick downfield.
All right, let's see if I can actually get a hit stick. Nope.
To the 20.
Boom! Got him at that time. There we go. Finally got the hit stick. All right, there's the introductory hit stick.
He had them all lined up, looking for the knockout. He just missed. That's one of the things that's going on in this league right now. Too many guys going for the big hit instead of wrapping up the ball carrier.
They'll pass on 1st down. And it's caught. Laverne is cold. Gets hammered as soon as he makes the catch. 2-minute warning coming up.
All right, I'm going to try getting...
Nickel package.
Oh, my gosh.
The pass ball's incomplete. So that one flutters incomplete.
He put too much touch on that one.
All right, we're going to try an outside blitz.
Now.
Give me Ray. I'm going to guard Portis.
Only one man in the backfield. Brunell sends a man in motion. What play?
Woo!
Down behind the line.
I started coming at the quarterback because, I don't know, I just thought he still had it. I was going to knock the crap out of him. Tupa! I'm pretty sure he was the guy that came in as like the 3rd string quarterback for the Jets and won the game or almost won the game, throwing 3 touchdowns. I think that's who that is. I think that's Tupa. All right. But if you get a good defense in this game, you can win a ton of games as long as you don't throw interceptions and fumble the ball a lot.
Here's the punt.
It's tough to run the ball. It's always easy to throw the ball in Madden. Not necessarily, okay, easy is not the right word. There are always kind of cheat code ways to throw the ball in Madden. And normally it involves a lot of slants, a lot of outs, and if you're 5 wide, slants. But running is very difficult. I know I just ran for a lot of yards, but I'm pretty sure this thing's on pro. And I did an inside run and had to go to the outside, which is what I said is most of what you have to do. Like, you can't just go inside.
Behind the line for a loss of a couple. Lewis couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely.
All right, if you get a good tight end,
they do a good job of getting up.
You're pretty much golden from there on out.
Direction plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Penalty marker down. So he's called for encroachment.
Yeah, he jumped early and touched an offensive player, and that forces the officials to blow.
All right, so 2005, probably considered one of the best Maddens.
Calling an audible now. Throws it. He finds his man.
And I understand why. It got significantly better from 2004. 2004 was more like an arcade style than it was a simulation style, if I'm being honest. And I know people are going to be like, well, you didn't score all that many points. Yeah, but I ran for almost 200 yards with Mike Vick. And I know it wasn't on a very hard rating, but even if you go on a hard rating, the other team scores 950 points. I mean, look at how many points their team actually scored on me.
Going to the air on first down. Just couldn't get that pass under control.
So once this game kind of came out, they started to focus a little bit more on defense. You couldn't just run like a chicken with your head cut off with a quarterback who was fast. You could still do it occasionally, but it was not as easy as it was the year before.
Get a guy who can move around back there. The defense gets busy covering everyone, and they forget about the quarterback.
All right, are we going to drop it again?
And picks up a first down.
Pump fakes, rolls left.
Got him.
Firing a ball into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. And he's able to get open in the end zone. Great play.
The defense just seemed to lose track of him down there. They have to do a better job keeping the.
All right, but overall, this was Madden competing and Madden doing very well. Madden had to compete with 2K5, and technically Game Day was still available. There was still Game Day, but it was only for the PS1, so I didn't really have to compete with Game Day. But it was there. Dang, I actually like playing with this Ravens team. I know Kyle Bowler wasn't good. Like, don't get me wrong. Kyle Bowler was not a great. I mean, any quarterback that makes the NFL is a great quarterback. Let's just start there. Except for Eli Manning. Absolutely hate Eli Manning no matter what. Sorry, guys. That's my bias. That's my bias coming out, man. You guys know I'm a Phillip Rivers fan, and I really hate anybody who says, I'm not going to play for them.
This one falls incomplete.
And him saying he's not going to go play for the Chargers, while it made it legendary for Phillip Rivers. I mean, Rivers broke every record there, which is cool. It's just kind of a douche move, and I never, ever ended up liking him after that. Ben Roethlisberger never really had a problem with till the off the field issues came about.
This is where the defense needs to just play smart.
And I don't know how much you can trust and how much you can't, but at the same time, that stuff came out. That was not necessarily the best thing. I mean, so if I had to choose somebody from that draft as to who was going to be my favorite quarterback, it was definitely going to be Phillip Rivers at all times, not just because NC State, but because he's a good freaking human being. Except when he's in competition mode and he's dadgumming it every 5 seconds.
Defense forces a 3-and-out.
And he'll get heated. But a lot of the things that he gets heated about, I feel like they're not showing. Holy crap! I'm up the punt. Like they don't show the play before. There was one where they always show it where he's like hitting a dude's like he's trying to get up and he kind of pushes a guy. I can't remember who the defensive lineman was, but it was like maybe 2010. Right? Oh, I thought he missed it, actually. And I think it was 2010. I'm not 100% sure, guys, so don't quote me on it. But the dude tried to twist his leg off. And if you're not mad after that, I don't know what you're doing as a football player. Because they were clearly trying to injure the quarterback, which, after we figured out Saints, the injury gate by the Saints, the head hunting that the Saints used to do. It doesn't surprise me that was happening. Sorry, I know I got off on a track. But Madden 2005, probably one of the best games. Still not there with the run game. I know it looked like it was there with the stats. Just ignore it because I just play it on whatever setting it's at. All right, so don't stress about that. It is very difficult to run, even if you have all 99 offensive linemen. I mean, just try it. Go on all Madden, and try and run with all 99s or whatever you can find. All right, but got 104 yards, 3 touchdowns with Kyle Bowler, 60 yards rushing, 45 yards rushing by Bowler. That's pretty awesome. 48 yards by Todd Heap. Now, you get a tight end. You get a tight end who's relatively decent. They don't even have to be great. They don't have to be a 90. They don't have to be an 80. They just have to be 75 and relatively fast. You will be able to throw it to them all day, every day, all night long. Defense was always kind of tough to get a whole lot of tackles, but they really kind of spread it around. But this defense was insane, man. This defense was insane. They're not even rated all that great in this, but they are insane. All right, so that was Madden 2005, and then I'm going to end up going to the most hated Madden of all time was Madden 2006, or at least it felt like it was the most hated Madden of all time. All right, guys, tell me what you think about Madden 2005. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching these.